Hey YouTube, I'm going to show you how to S-rank Mission 28, Code Talker in Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. Now this is a tricky mission to S-rank, especially the way that I'm going to do it, but I found this to be the most effective way to beat it. You need to beat it under like 20 minutes and try not get any alert statuses or combat status alerts. But there's 4 snipers in this mission, and I opt not to fight them. I like to run by them, but it's dangerous because if you get caught in their crossfire and like 2 of them hit you at the same time, you will definitely die. So I like to mark when I'm in the helicopter roughly where you enter the building, and it's right at the back there, where I've marked A. That's where I want to eventually be heading towards. Now a good rule of thumb for this mission is just to stay as close as you can to the left hand side of the rock formation or the cliff side, even when you're at the waterfall. Now like I said, it took me quite a few attempts to S-rank it doing it this way, and it can be quite frustrating at the bit with the snipers if you're going to try and run by them instead of fighting them, because I died quite a few times and had to restart the mission from scratch. But it does work if you can get the technique down. I'll show you exactly how I did that. I mean, the technique involves running as fast as you can, holding down the L3 button and pressing the square button to continuously bounce. So if you're not running, you're bouncing, and you just keep in a loop of running and bouncing, and you will get hit, but hopefully you shouldn't die if you get the technique down. And obviously you need a bit of luck on this if you're going to use this method as well. So just stay to this left hand side of this cliff face the whole way to the building, and on the way back all you need to do is stick to the whole right hand side of the cliff face. So it's fairly easy to follow that. It's just a case of beating these snipers in the first section that really is a pain in the ass. So when it starts a cutscene, I just press select and skip it. Right. And I like to jump down, right? This is a real trick to beating this section. Some people run straight away, and that's not going to work. So you want to make your way down the left hand side, crawling as much as you can. If you can't crawl, just simply drop down and then start going crawling again. Right. And if you stick to this left hand side crawling, and I've got D-Dog with me as a buddy, by the way. I should have said that as well, because he marks them for you, so you know roughly where they are. If you stick to the left hand side until one of them spots you, then that gives you the best possible opportunity to run and make as much distance as possible between you and the snipers before they can actually kill you. So this just makes your life a hell of a lot easier by crawling until one spots you. Just keep crawling, but as soon as one of them spots you, be prepared to run as fast as possible with the L3 button held down the whole time. And when you're not bouncing, you need to be holding the L3 button down and forward. And when you are immediately up from the kind of bounce stance, I like to call it the frog leap. You need to just keep doing the frog leap as much as possible. So when you just keep tapping square and holding the L3 button down and forward, and you should be able to replicate what I'm doing in this. I know I've not done it yet, but I'm just giving you an idea roughly what to do. Right, so I get hit. Hopefully you won't get hit when they spot you immediately, because one more hit and I'd probably be dead. So just keep frog leaping, as I like to call it. Hold the L3 button down and forward, and just keep tapping square. And look, as you can see, I get hit. One more hit and I'm dead, but when you keep doing the frog leap, they seem to miss a lot. I know, look, you still get hit, but I mean, don't be disheartened, because when you get to these weird shaped trees, they'll see you a lot less. You want to stay as much to the left hand side as possible. Now I think I've veered off slightly from the left, but just do your best to stay at the left hand side, because once you've dealt with the snipers and you've got by this bit, then the rest of it's not not too hard. It's just as long as you take a decent stealthy approach to it, then you should beat it with. I mean, I would say with relative ease, but I mean it's not easy. But I'd say the sniper section is definitely the hardest part. Now you need to be wary of a guy up here. See when you get to the kind of golden objective or the yellow objective, D-Dog will mark some of the enemies for you. Right, and see that first guy it's marked, he's like 70 metres away. He causes all sorts of problems if you don't deal with him before you get closer. So I'm going to get a crawl stance, and I'm just going to shoot him a couple of times. I don't care about a headshot, as long as he's knocked out. Right, when he's knocked out you can start crouch walk and making your way up these these rocks. Right, climb up. Climb up. But somebody else has nearly spotted me, but just keep crouch walking and then until you're at the top, and then go into a crawling stance and nobody should see you. Somebody will come and investigate, but as long as you're not hanging about the vicinity where he's seen you, then you're fine anyway. Wait, there's a few soldiers you're going to have to deal with as well on the way down. You'll need to deal with these two here, and I think additional guys spot them. Now because they've got armour, I just shoot their legs. 2 shots to their legs should down them as long as you've hit them. That one didn't have a helmet on, so I just shot him in the gas mask. As you can see, that guy ahead is, I think he spotted one of them. Yeah, he's coming over to investigate him over there. He spotted somebody now. Right, you want to deal with him as well, so just shoot him in the leg twice as well, or in the crotch area, because he's not got any armour from the crotch down. Instead of you going for headshots, that's like hitting the helmet and missing, and it's a waste of suppressor as well. As soon as you're in here, if the guys are upstairs, you can just crawl along here and make your way down to Code Talker, who's in one of the cells down below. Once you're through that door, I mean you can pretty much run from now on. So just run all the way down until you're at the end, and then when you get to this door, press triangle, and then skip the cutscene. Select and press X on skip. This takes a bit of time walking, you can't run with him at this point. So you just need to retrace your steps, and he walks really slow at this section. Right, and I also recommend while you're walking up and retracing your steps and listening to this guy's conversation, you need to be prepared to run as fast as possible, because even though they're soldiers, they're in what I like to call puppet stance, and that means they're getting controlled by the skulls, so they don't trigger an alert. You just need to be sure that they don't grab you. And basically you want to retrace your way to the whole way you came up. You want to go down the right hand side of the cliff this time, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. See, I was trying to skip a cutscene there, but sadly, you know, it's boring, it takes ages, but it is what it is. Right, as soon as you're through that door, you can run, and look, as you can see, that guy's, they're trying to grab onto me, so just keep dodging out their way, and run all the way down the right hand side of the cliff this time. Because if you try and go the other way, the snipers have moved position to block your exit for the north. But if you head back the way that you came, for some reason the snipers are not there, it's just soldiers. So now you can take Code Talker all the way down past the waterfall, but you need to kind of crawl at this bit. See, you can't get up, you need to crouch walk to get up. As you can see, D-Dog's marking all the enemies on the way down. So just stick to that right hand wall as much as possible. I don't know why that I crouch walked. For some reason I assumed there might be snipers. So I was just crouch walking, but it was stupid because you can just run the whole way. There's no point in crouch walking on the way back. Cause it's all about time. Getting an S rank in this mission is finishing under like 20 minutes or something like that. You stick to the right hand wall, and then roughly when you're near the bit where you started, you can call the pickup chopper. So helicopter pickup. And as you can see, it's only 150 meters away, and I can run to that, and hopefully the helicopter will come as fast as possible.
Support helicopter requested.
It's just a case of waiting for the helicopter now. As soon as that comes down, you put him on with the circle button and you climb on yourself with the triangle. And if there's any cutscenes, skip them with the select button. I don't think there is though. Right. So let the helicopter come down, put him on with the circle button, then jump on with the triangle. Just wait for it to exfiltrate the hot zone.
Extraction arrived at Metabase.
Hopefully that should be enough for the S rank.
That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
And as you can see, I got an S rank, so thank you for watching YouTube, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Hopefully you can get it as well. Good luck. See you later.